This is a message for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant for the month of August 2026. Your card is Orphaned in number 5. So there may be some loneliness here, or maybe there are some difficult issues coming up for you this month. Perhaps you're feeling alone. Perhaps there's been a relationship breakup. And this isn't necessarily romantic relationships either. This could be to do with members of your family. Or it could be that there have been passings, some difficult energy going on for sure. And number 5 can be a difficult energy. It can be very, very tricky. But the good news is it is only temporary. So even if this month is a painful, difficult one where perhaps you're feeling alone, Spirit want you to know that this will not last. You are not alone. Your spirit family are always there with you. Your angels are always there with you. And there's a lot of gentleness and sympathy that comes through. And there is a reminder as well not to suffer alone. If you're struggling, don't suffer in silence and don't suffer alone. You don't have to deal with this all by yourself. Now, Spirit know that you're very strong and very capable, but that doesn't mean that you have to carry all of this emotional weight by yourself. So do reach out to help as and when you need it. This is a message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign for the month of August 2026. Let's take a look, see what your message is for this month. It's building blocks on number 28. Now, this is a very interesting card to get, and one that I've seen recently as well. It may have already showed up in your feed if you follow me. So number 28, 2810-1, so change. Change coming through, building and strength and new phases, and inspiration, following that inspired guidance, and allowing things to fall into place. That's what I'm seeing for you this August, my Taurian friends. So, wow. Maybe you work in construction. I mean, that could be a very specific message for somebody, and there's going to be an improvement in your lot. Maybe there's a promotion coming in. But certainly, this is a positive card, but it advises you to keep going, to keep plodding along. That number 8 energy is very potent, and when we pay attention to the wisdom of number 8, it teaches us about longevity. It teaches us about life being eternal, because when we turn 8 on its side, it becomes the infinity symbol, doesn't it? And that's no coincidence. So keep on working away at whatever you're working at, because you will actually get there. You will achieve your goals. This is a very, very positive message for you guys. This is a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign for the month of August 2026. Let's see what your card is. Deep knowing. Oh wow, we're going into the realms of wisdom here, and a very feminine energy coming through here as well, with this gorgeous full moon in the background. Or is that the planet Mercury? Because I don't see the craters that I would expect to see on the moon, so this could actually be a different planet, especially Mercury being the planet of the mind. And it is featured here with this beautiful snowy owl as well, the symbol of wisdom, the owl. So yes, this could well be Mercury rather than the moon. Take it as it is, as it resonates for you. But certainly there is spiritual wisdom coming through for you this month. It does feel like quite an enlightened month, quite a spiritual month for you, August. So enjoy that while it lasts, because I feel this is only a temporary period that you'll be going through. There is a nudge here to meditate, to carry on with, or pick up your spiritual practice again, particularly if that's something that you haven't been doing for a while, which I think will be very powerful for you this month. There's a lot of insights that will be coming through, and perhaps inspiration coming through from spirit as well. But this month feels more like it's about understanding the past than projecting into the future. It's more about understanding where you've been and gaining the knowledge from your life lessons, rather than the inspiration coming through for the future. I think that's to come later, Gemini. So hang on in there for that one. And with our numerology here, 43. So yes, it is very much about our blueprint. It's about our soul's blueprint, our soul's path, leading the physical world, leading our physical body. So this is about understanding your spiritual path. This is very much a month for spiritual learning. I think you'll have some insight as to what your spiritual path is and elements of what it was supposed to be for this lifetime as well. And remember that nothing's ever set in stone, so you can always choose something different if you don't like the path that you're on. We are not victims of our fate in this particular lifetime, in this particular era. That's just not how the energy works. So if you want to change something at the end of August, then once September starts, I think that would be a better time to do it rather than during August itself. But enjoy the insights, enjoy the wisdom, let that percolate through that sharp mind of yours and see where that wisdom takes you. This is a message for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of August 2026. So your message is Fork in the Road. Ooh, I love this one. This is a very, very interesting card. And it tells me that you have some big decisions to make. There are choices, options, decisions coming up for you. Now, for some people, this may be major life change time. So it could be literally beginning a new relationship, entering a marriage, ending a relationship, moving house, moving country, changing jobs, starting a new career, going to university, etc. Or it could be something a little bit more minor, or it could just be something a little bit more esoteric than that. It could be that spiritually and emotionally you're finding yourself becoming a different person and wondering whether you want to carry on with the pursuits and the friendships and being the person that you were, or whether you want to be a new kind of person. Is there a new religion, a new spirituality, for example, that appeals to you? Is there something different, a new direction that you want to go in? And this is a very, very interesting message to get. So I do feel that in one direction at least there will be drama, possibly two, because we've got two arrows pointing to this llama type creature here. It's got horns, so I'm not sure that it is a llama as such. Do llamas have horns? I don't know, but that's what it's speaking to me. It's speaking to me of the drama llama. And I want to say no drama llama. So beware that there may be some drama, but certainly with number 13 it is all about new beginnings. If we go to the tarot in the major arcana, that is of course the death card, which is all about endings and beginnings. Very, very positive card, not to be feared. Numerologically as well, it is the individual being led by their soul's blueprint, so perhaps being led in an unexpected direction, but it is part of your soul's path. So whatever different options are coming in this month, remember that this is divinely guided, so follow your intuition, follow your divine guidance and find your true north. This is a message for Leo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of August 2026. So your card, Leo, is soulmates. So soulmate relationships are highlighted for the month of August, which isn't entirely surprising given that August is very much the Leo month. If you're a Leo sun, your birthday is probably around now. It may have been at the end of July or it may be in the month of August. So this month for you is all about relationships, whatever they may be. Now, soulmates aren't necessarily romantic ones. They can be friends and family members as well, acquaintances, people that we bump into and we feel that soul connection. Now, soulmates don't necessarily stay in our lives for a long time either, and we do have many of them. We have a whole soul family, in fact. So don't worry if you met a soulmate, for example, in romance, and things didn't work out and you're thinking, well, maybe I'll never meet another soulmate, because of course you will. You have plenty of them. Don't worry about that. But this is about very beautiful, loving relationships with your soul family, exploring those. And I feel as well you taking a leadership role in relationships this month. So that's very much the theme. It feels like a good month for solidifying things if you want to take things to the next level. For example, proposals are highlighted this month for you, or new relationships, asking someone out, or improving broken relationships within families as well, or just reaching out maybe to relatives that you haven't spoken to for a while. You can do a lot. You can do a lot of healing here, because this, as this penguin shows, he has the key to her heart. I feel like you have the key to these situations in your family or in your love life at the moment. Could even be relationships at work with co-workers, colleagues, for example, or friends, or your children's friends. But it does feel like you're very much a leader and a peacemaker this month. It's a very beautiful energy, so do enjoy it while it lasts, and do remember to step up because you can really help a lot of people this month. This is a message for Virgo for the month of August 2026. That's for Virgo Sun, Moon or Ascendant, also called your rising sign. So your message, Virgo, is the Fates. Wow, this is an exciting one. I'm getting the words karma in my mind. The words that came to me first of all is, this speaks of karma. I thought, well, that's going to be interesting. And don't necessarily believe that that's a bad thing. Very often karma will reward us for past deeds. It feels like rewards for good deeds, because look how happy she looks. She looks very contented there, like she's being bathed in this gorgeous golden energy coming down from the angelic realms, from heaven, with these beautiful golden stars as well. She's being inspired by the higher realms. She's being very much held. There's a connection here with these beautiful fairy rings as well. There's a connection to the fae, to the elementals as well, and that could be something quite powerful for you. And we have number 17 here, so it's interesting that there's a big star, because of course in the Fool's Journey, which is the major arcana of the tarot, number 17 is the star. It is an inspiring card. It is about inspiration. It is about being led forwards by that North Star, by that muse. Maybe you will be a muse to somebody else. But with the fates involved, this is getting interesting. So it feels like something fated could be happening for you this month. And it could be a little bit out of the blue. So there could be a lucky break for you. You may find yourself in the right place at the right time. Or even something that doesn't feel very lucky. But like we say, rejection is divine protection. So it could be that something wasn't meant to work out and you're going to be pushed to one side so that you don't get hurt in the fray. It does feel like there's a combative situation that you could be... for some reason I'm getting the French word come through, so there could be a French connection coming in here. I've just got the word éloigné, which is to distance somebody or something from something. So you may be distanced from a difficult situation. That could involve France or French speaking, or Quebec, for example. There are other French speaking countries. I will not list them all. So very, very interesting month for you. But do know that the universe is working in your favour. The fates are working for you. You may also feel the nudge to read up about the fates, discover more about them from Greek mythology and understand their role in the Greek pantheon there. You may find that interesting, so that could be something that's on the cards for you. But otherwise, trust in the universe this month, even if the coincidences don't seem to be fortuitous ones, because the universe knows exactly what it's doing. This is a message for Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of August 2026. Let's see what our message is, my fellow Librans. So, we are being challenged this month. And we know we don't like making decisions. Oh, goodness me. But we may have to make one, and a big one at that. It does feel like it could be necessary to make some major changes in your life, Libra. So with the come to the edge card, it shows that where you are at the moment may not be sustainable, may not be possible to stay there. And this could be a relationship that's just past its sell-by date, and you know you need to move on, but you're just kind of going through the motions, hanging on in there, but you know that can't go on for much longer because neither of you are very happy. I start with the relationships as the theme because with Libras, very often it is, or it could be a job, for example, that you're just not happy with and you know you need to go. Maybe you've already quiet quit this particular job. That's where you're doing basically the minimum that you're contracted to do, which is fair, to be honest. But it does feel like there is a huge spiritual shift for you this month. There is a huge opportunity coming in, because look at this lovely white dress she's wearing. To me, it's making me think of a bride, making me think of a beautiful new beginning and a new life. And with 36 here, this is a very magical manifesting number, 369, 369. 3 plus 6 is 9, which is why I call it 36. 9, and you'll see me write it as 36/9 if you've ever watched any of my numerology videos over on Enjoying Holistics, my other channel. So this is a very potent month, very, very powerful. It challenges us to make a change, to be brave, to manifest, create something new in our lives, which is more in alignment with who we truly are and what it is that we truly want to do in our lives. We can no longer just carry on going through the motions. It's important now that we move towards living our truth and living in joy. This is a message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of August 2026. Scorpio, oh, I'm going to take the top card, and your card is Unfinished Symphony. That is an interesting one. Interesting because Scorpio does start in the 10th month. It starts in October. At the end of October. So 10 is, of course, about new beginnings, new cycles, but not starting a new cycle with naivety, starting a new cycle having been there, done that. So we do have some experience. So this isn't about something that you have no experience of. This is about something you do know. Unfinished Symphony. So it is about unfinished business, of course, something that maybe you didn't finish in the past and were intending to pick back up again and complete. And that is coming back here. But with the symphony, it is very harmonious. So it feels like perhaps there's something you haven't been able to do that helps you to live more in balance. Maybe you had to give up a hobby or an interest or something important to you. And that could be spiritual practice as well. Maybe you've had to neglect that recently because you've been very busy at work or with family or with your own children. Whatever it is, it feels like something's going to come back into focus because it's very, very important to get you back into balance this month, Scorpio. Okay. It could also be a romantic connection. It could be somebody coming back into your life for another chance on number 10. Second chances in love, second chances in many parts of life, perhaps in work. You know, a job you thought you'd been passed over for could be coming back around again. There's somebody or something coming back around this month. So look out for that because it could be something very beautiful and very powerful. So don't gloss over it when it arrives. Don't think it's minor because this does feel like something quite important for your peace and for your happiness moving forwards. This is a message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign for the month of August 2026. And for some reason, I feel the need to say rising sign is also called your ascendant. I'm sure you know that if you're watching this video. So, Sagittarians, what do we have here? No, we can't have 4 cards. That's ridiculous. You need to pick one. Maybe that's the issue this month. Maybe you can't make a decision, but there's a change in the wind coming on number 12. Maybe you want it all, but you can't have it all. And that is the problem. Maybe there are different romantic partners that you're having to choose between, or different places to live, different jobs. And the problem is that you can't do all of them at once. No pun intended. Number 12, yes, this could put you in a bit of a bind. It could feel as though you are not in control of your life this month. It could feel like your life is controlling you, that you're an innocent victim to the wind, that the universe is happening to you rather than you being in control this month. And that will be very frustrating and perhaps a little scary for you as well, Sagittarius. But I'm here to say that you can get a handle on things. It's just very important that you make some very firm decisions and take control of the situation. With number 12, that is a very powerful number of perfect governance, as we say in numerology. It's the number of perfect governance. So you absolutely can take charge and take control here. And you must, if you want to feel more balanced, if you want this to work out for the best for you. I don't think this is a month for you to be a follower. This is absolutely a month for you to take charge, for you to be a leader, and for you to decide what is and isn't going to happen, because it feels like you know what's best and somebody might be trying to strong arm you into doing something that you really don't want to do and you know won't be good for you, or other people around you, colleagues, family, children, for example. So even if it means you have to stand out and walk against the wind, tack against the wind a little bit for a little while, it will still be worth doing. So remember to put yourself first, put your intuition and knowledge first, and walk into the wind if that's what you have to do. Okay, this situation isn't in control of you. You are in control, so make those good decisions. This is a message for Capricorn, Sun, Moon or Ascendant for the month of August 2026. And as I was putting the cards out, I felt this sense of uncertainty, Capricorn. So I want to say there is a sense of uncertainty this month. So let's see what our card is. Unfinished symphony. Well, that might be why. It might be a month where you're not sure which direction to go in because there was something that you were working on that you should probably finish, but at the same time something new has come along as well. So this could be in any part of your life, or it could be in many different parts of your life reflecting this energy. And it is a case of, do I continue or do I try something new? Do I let this one go, or do I see it through to the end? And only you can answer that question, Capricorn. But the wisdom here is that you don't have to finish something just because you started it. Okay, don't fall for the sunken cost fallacy of, well, I've put all of this time and effort into this, so I should see it through to the end just because I think it's the right thing to do, because that's what society expects of me. Society can get stuffed, okay? And normally, Capricorn, you're very headstrong, so I know normally that's something you would agree with, but perhaps there is a bit of a taboo coming up for you this month. Maybe it's a relationship that you want to end, a marriage. Maybe it feels quite awkward. Maybe it's a job, a career that you've invested a lot of time, energy, money, studying into, and it just doesn't work for you anymore and you don't want to do it. It is okay to change your mind, Capricorn. I know you're very stubborn, but it's okay to change your mind. It is okay to find a new path, to find a path that brings you peace, that brings you happiness and calm, because I feel there's a lot of stress for you that's been building up. So this month could really bring things to a head. So it's time to make some big decisions. But remember, you don't have to do the thing that society or family or church or religion expects you to do. You have to do what's right for you. This is a message for Aquarius for the month of August 2026. So Aquarius, sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign, also called your ascendant. Welcome. Your card is No Place Like Home on number 50. I actually really like this house because it reminds me a little bit of Baba Yaga's house, which is actually on one chicken leg. And it probably looks a lot more spooky than this does. But it reminds me of that kind of spooky witch in the woods energy. Although this is a lot gentler as energy goes. This is a very pretty little house. Looks almost like a doll's house, hanging from this very ornate stand here, which seems to have flowers on it as well. Very, very pretty. Looks almost like a bird holder, like a very, very ornate bird house, for example. No Place Like Home. And we've got this gorgeous heather here as well, and clouds. So maybe it does feel like there is no place for you in this world. Maybe it feels like there is a home somewhere else. Maybe you've been sensing previous lifetimes or family in other dimensions, on what we might call other planets, other realities. Maybe you have been sensing messages coming from off-planet, which is absolutely a thing. Perhaps you identify with the name Starseed. Maybe you believe that your soul was born elsewhere than Earth in the third dimension, which is absolutely a thing. So trust that if that's what you've been sensing, if that's something that is true for you. There's a lot of wisdom coming through this month. It's a very, very spiritual month. So there is a nudge here to do lots of meditation and spiritual practice, but to enjoy yourself and to get back in touch with that true home that always exists within you, and to remember that you are always at home wherever you are, because there is no separation between you and the divine, between you and God, Goddess. It's only a perception of separation. That's just how this reality has been made to look. You are never separate from anyone or from anything. You are never separate from your angels. You are never separate from your soul family. They're there with you. You just can't see them because we're on this 3D Earth. This particular reality doesn't permit us to see it quite like that. And there's a purpose for that. But you can find that love, that connection within your heart at any time, just by going within, by meditating to reconnect with it. It will always be there for you, no matter how alone, how sad, or or even just how lonely you might be feeling. Maybe you feel really out of place, like a fish out of water. And there's just a little reminder to let you know here that you are never alone, you are loved, and you are very much here for a good reason. This is a message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs, also called Ascendant, for the month of August 2026. So, Pisces, your message is deep knowing. Ooh, what fun! You love this. You love this energy. You love going into your psychic abilities. I know that because it's probably feels like a safer place than living in the 3D reality, which is completely understandable. But this is a beautiful month for you. This is a month where you will be guided by your intuition. There's certainly a place for meditation and spiritual practice this month as well. That would be highlighted for some people. You may be going on some sort of spiritual course, retreat. Maybe you're going on a yoga retreat. Maybe you're going learning mindfulness meditation or something wonderful like that. That would be a beautiful month to do it this month. Loving the numerology here as well with 43-7, 7 being the number of the mystic. And that's your energy for this month. You're stepping into that very mystical energy where you are learning about other aspects of our reality and not just the concrete 3D ones that we see in front of us. Learning about spirituality, learning higher truths about spirituality, because I'm sure you know plenty already. But there is more to learn. There's always more to learn. I'm very, very drawn to meditation, to Buddhism, and to Zen for you guys this month. So they could be themes that are coming up for you. If not, that could be something for you to look into. But certainly I think others may be looking to you for spiritual guidance and for help this month as well. So don't brush them off or think that you can't do it when that happens, because you absolutely can. You're very, very intuitive, Pisces. So this could also be a month where you might be thinking about working as a tarot reader, doing psychic work, mediumship, for example, or spiritual healing of some form, Reiki, for example, or maybe just alternative and natural healing. Maybe those are subjects that draw you. Maybe you already do them. Maybe you already do them professionally. But it does feel like there is a nudge very much in that direction. So pay attention to your intuition this month. Enjoy that spiritual wisdom that's going to be coming through stronger than ever from your spirit guides and your angels. And really have a great month. This one's really going to suit you.